one of the first things we want to talk about, let's go reach and gather. All right, at some point, let's give me 3 guys right here. We're just going to come across. All right, we're going to be facing me. All right, reach and gather. At some point, I'm not going to spend too much time on stance and starts, but because we're going to be engaged. All right, we talk about fighting and feeling pressure. All right, so one of the things we want to do is be able to stay square at the line of scrimmage. I don't want my guys' bodies turned a whole lot. So let's go reach and gather. All we're doing is talking about push step, lead step. All right, fighting pressure, bone neurals. Let's get 3 bone neurals each side. Go ahead, pull it. Pull it. I like you pull on air, on air. Go ahead. And you always going to be in this constant motion. So our guys get on the field, they constantly doing this. Let's go 1 up. Let's go, give me 3. Hit. Stay square, under control. Slow down. Shadow box. Stay down. Come on, give me next guy up. Reach and gather. Hit. Relax. Slow down some. Hey, thumbs above the eyes, and you still got a imaginary key, all right, on your gap. Here we go. Reach and gather. Hit. All right, let's come back. Let's go to the right. Let's go to the right. Slow down a little bit. Let's think push step, lead step, push step, lead step, push step, lead step. You got a guy that you're engaged with. Here we go. Hit. So I'm always telling my guys, aim small. So I'm watching your hands. So I talked to y'all earlier. We ain't going to do too much coaching, but we don't want to be wild. We want to aim small. Elbows in, thumbs up. Here we go. Hit. There we go. Here we go. Hit. All right, now, so when we start talking about run game, here we go. Give me next guy. We're going to come right back. We're going to give him pressure. All right, on his hip, same look. Go ahead, put your hand on his hip. You feel imaginary key, all right, fighting pressure. So even though you're engaged, you can't let this guy wash you. Here we go. 2 hands on this hip. Nice and easy. Hit. Boom. There we go. Relax. Here we go. Hit. Reach and gather. Keep your hands active in front of you. Keep your hands active in front of you. Come on down. Come on down. Here we go. You can go right here. Going to your right. Reach and gather with pressure. Here we go. Hit. There we go. Come on. One more. One more. One more. Reach and gather with pressure. Here we go. Hit. All right. Now, let's go 2 to 1. 2 to 1. So you're going to be in that same look. All right. That same feel, that same reach and gather deal. All right. Now, I'm going to be the offensive lineman. You done already set the edge. Stand square. Stand square. Right here. Facing this way. This way, this way, this way. Same way you was facing. Here we go. So you already set the edge. You already went 2 to 1, reach and gather. We always want to reduce the gap. So even once we set the edge, we're not comfortable. All right, he's in his gap. Whatever this space is, I'm trying to close it, make it tighter, or cut it all the way off for the linebacker or the D lineman. Here we go. Hit. There we go. There we go. Go ahead down. Here we go. Here we go. Reach and gather. Hit. There we go. Eyes. So his eyes was looking upfield. Whenever we set the edge, I'm trying to see my gap to the tip of my shoulder. All right, because whatever flash, once it's come, we're going to be in position, all right, to make that play. All right, hit. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now coming back. All right, go ahead, right here. 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1. Now, same thing. Here we go. Hit. There we go. Reduce it, reduce it, reduce that backside gap. Here we go. Hit. There we go. One more, one more, one more. Here we go. 2 to 1. Hit. All right, here we go. Let's pop on over here to the pop-ups. We're going to talk about blow delivery. Give me one line. Let's go 6-point explosion. 6-point explosion. We trying to put a hand through his chest. Trying to put a hole through his chest. Trying to create knockback. All right? So we're just going to keep moving. Aim small on contact. Hit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Next man up. Let's go 5-point explosion. All right? Now we're just going to simulate a right hand stance. 2 toes, 2 knees, 1 hand. All right, relax. So as we continue to coach through this, right, as we make contact, once you get your hands on your man, all right, we was looking down. We don't want to be looking at his eyes. We don't want to look in the ground. We want to get gap vision as soon as we make contact on that offensive lineman. So whenever we're doing these drills, whether it's on the bag, whether it's on the man, whether it's live, as soon as you make contact, we want to be violent. But then my eyes, I need to be able to still run my feet, dominate the block, and have gap vision, because these running backs, once they hit that hole, they're going to hit it fast. So we don't want to be looking here or looking here and miss that thing coming through. 5-point explosion, left hand. Here we go. All right, good job, good job. So another thing we talk about too, right, as we work on that same fit, all right, work on the pop-up. Let's come on me. I'm going to simulate the offensive line. I want you active hands, active feet. All right, I want you aiming via the neck, tip of the shoulder. So we went from the ground to be able to stand up and be active, because rarely, often, we're not going to be able to make contact and stay here. We're going to have to come off, whether they're on level 2 or level 3, close ground and be able to shoot our hands again. All right, chop, hit, hit, hit. right, there we go. Hey, yeah. Y'all feel that? Y'all feel that? That's real. Them sound effects. Here we go. He got heavy hands. Here we go. Hit, hit, hit. There we go. Let's go on the right side. All right. So we got to be ambidextrous because we want our guys, we don't want to handicap our D lineman. I know some people go left side, left DN, right DN. If somebody go down, I want these guys to be comfortable playing on both sides of the ball. So now you shade it right. Here we go. Via the neck, tip of the shoulder. Key eyes, keying the tip of the shoulder down to the hip. Hit, hit, hit. All right, one more time. Here we go. Hit, hit, hit. There we go. All right. Now, with that said, when we start talking about leverage, all right, based off of where the back is, we talk about being heavy, all right, being loose, all right, or being in the even stance. So if this the center, if that's the tackle fire technique, all right, one of the things we talk about, hey, back to you, all right, is be a little bit heavier in your alignment, anticipating inside zone, outside zone going away, so you're getting down blocks, base block. All right, if the back is away, one of the things we talk about, hey, let's loosen up, anticipating flow coming to you. So now we just talk about our angle of departure on that. Let's pop over to the cones, fellas. Approaches. With all the zone read, with all the power read. I think a lot of guys talk about Lamar Jackson. All right, is he going to give it? Is he going to hand it off? We always talk about our approaches on down blocks, all right, so we can give a different look, all right, for the running back and the quarterback, all right? So now, if I'm the quarterback, all right, cone simulating the quarterback, we're getting a down block. I just want to simulate chase. All right, we talk about 4 approaches versus the down block. All right, let's go ahead and go chase. His shoulders are turned over right now, eyes inside, all right, right down the line. There we go. Relax, there we go. Now we talk about surf. Relax, there we go. Now with that surf, all right, we don't want to drift upfield. All right, we don't want to drift upfield. We get that down block. We want to be able to surf eyes inside, all right, based on if it's any type of gap scheme, pull us, split zone. I need to understand if I'm a spill player, and we'll get to that. All right, hey, let's go ambush, all right? This would be a mesh charge, all right? So now we're trying to put pressure on the quarterback at the mesh to be able to make him have to make a quick decision, get the ball off the ground. So we're working 45 degrees. All right, I'll be your tackle. There we go, good. We're not surfing, though. Go ahead, turn it all the way over. Let's go, next guy, let's go. Let's mesh charge again. So go ahead, loosen up. All right, 45 degrees. All right, hey, we not surfing. All right, we turning all the way over. All right, here we go. Mesh charge. There we go. Good. Let's go climb. All right, working right up the field. Here we go. Now, let's go right back. Give me a puller. Let me see. You be the puller right here. So now, as we start getting into gap scheme, power read, zone read, all right, a lot of the jet sweeps off of the down block, we can change our approach. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to spill. So let's go chase. We working together. We don't got on pass. Don't want nobody to get hurt. All right, here we go. I'll still be the tackle. Back up some. Nice and easy. Work together. There we go. Good. Now, we always talk about once we make contact, taking 2, pressing vertical. So easy on the contact, but let's go ahead and press vertical a little bit quicker. Here we go. Let's go surf. Here we go. Let me give you a look right here with the tackle. There we go. Good. All right. Now, that's if we want to spill it on the same note. If we don't have pullers, all right, that'll still work. All right. If we got zone read, back to you, you're getting a mesh. All right. Now the quarterback is reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, and we want to play mind games with him. Hey, are his shoulders turn or are his shoulders square? All right. If we have an issue, all right, with that thing hitting outside, all right, let's go ahead and go ambush. All right. Mesh charge. We're going to box it, down block. All right. Once again, we're going to pry, work the outside hand. Here we go. Good. No. There we go. Easy on the contact, no helmet. All right. So remember, all right, when we get here, all right, if this thing is low, we talk about shoveling snow. So I want to get nice and low. I want to go ahead and get underneath the man, no matter who that is. Guard, tackle, wide, all, fullback. Now I'm keeping my outside hand free. All right. Here we go. Let's do it again. Box. There we go. Good. All right. Let's go climb. Here we go. Down block. All right. Climb. That's going to signify that we want to make sure, hey, this thing getting outside, we want to take away the outside piece right now. All right. There we go. And now, another thing, fellas, when you saw that, right, we tell our guys on pull-ups and down blocks, If I get a down block, pause. If he's slow and I'm still on my rush line, rather I'm a spill player, all right, or a box player. If he's slow, I'm not going to slow down because of this guy. So that's on him. If I can beat him and get to the mesh and blow up the mesh, all right, that's going to give me some success. Another thing, everybody talk about RPO. If we got a big RPO team, that's why we'll change up our approaches. We don't want to surf and we don't want to play at the line if we're getting killed on RPO. So if we're getting down blocks, we're going to mesh charge that and put pressure on this quarterback right now. And everything we talk about is no drive-backs, quarterback depth whenever we run or pass at that point. All right? Here we go. Let's pop on the pop-ups. Want to talk about escapes. Let's go button press. All right, so now we're just putting them in position. All right, let's go ahead and put your nose into it. Even when you get engaged, right now we're at the point of contact. Once your face get in and we still not blinking. So let's simulate that this is your gap to the left. So on my hit, we running our feet, getting extension. Hit. There we go, relax. Next man up. Here we go. Button press. We like to use the U-bar. We like to use the sled. Hit. Relax. Next man up. Here we go. Button press. Hit. Good. Always talking about a good power circle. Not too wide, not too skinny. All right. Let's go ahead and escape off. We're going to be going to your left on the second hit. Let's rip off. Downhill run. Hit. Good. That's a swim. We want to rip. Here we go. Hit. Hey, no bent elbows. Full extension. Here we go. We're going to swipe off now. Outside run. We like to rip off. Whenever it's downhill, we want to rip off, clear that hip, stack them, come to balance. All right? Let's go outside run to your right. 2 hits. We're going to swipe off. Hit. There we go. Now you good. So now he didn't swipe, but he was still violent with the escape. So whenever we get, that's one of the issues that I think happens at every level. We get off the ball, we get good knockback, but then we see the ball, all right, or we got a chance to defeat, then we're easy on this. We want to be able to be violent with the escapes. Here we go. So swipe off, working 45 degrees, outside run. Here we go. Hit. We don't need the club. All right. Once you get extension, you ain't got time to let your hands go and bring it right back. You got them here. Let's stay there. Let's go ahead, wipe off, still be violent with it. All right. Primary to secondary. Primary got to your left. I'm the ball carrier. Second hit, wiping off. All right. Sean Cullen, the next gap, opposite gap. Hit. Boom, right there. Not too wide. If you go too wide, stay right there. He going to cut off his hip. So as soon as you go primary to secondary, our trigger key is once he gets heel depth, then you have the green light. You can't cross before that or we'll have a cutback lane. We've got to still protect your gap first. Let's go again. Let's do it again. Here we go. Hit. There we go. One more time. Primary to secondary. Here we go. Hit. There we go. Let's pop over here. Hey, let's go ahead. Everybody shadow box real quick. We boxers. Now we playing D-line. We fighting on your own. Right? So when we start getting into the pass rush, we talking about rips and swims. Nice and tight. All right? Give me right here on me. We're going to engage. He already in his rip. I want you to rip and lift. All right? So you're engaged. I want you to lift. All right? On my hit. All right? So you're just jogging in place. Nice and easy. Hit. There we go. Hit. Finish. Hit. There we go. Good. Here we go. We're going to rip and sit. So now I'm engaged. I'm going to drop my weight. All right, to get him down. That's going to be a natural swim. All right, here we go. Engage. Here we go. Chop. Hit. There we go. Hit. There we go. Good. Here we go. Let's go crayons.